And if the weather's bad, you may want to find a roadside attraction inside. In Berks County on I-78, you may want to take Exit 8, Charlottesville. There you'll find Roadside America. It's a world-class roadside attraction. And on a rainy day, it can't be beat. Roadside America is great for lots of reasons. Its classic name, its unbeatable slogan, and because this amazing display is a masterpiece of American folk art. It's a model train layout, miniature but huge, over 7,000 square feet. It's one man's hobby carried to mind-boggling proportions. One man built all the little buildings executed in incredible detail. One man designed the whole layout and made it work. His name was Lawrence Gehringer, and in 1956, he even made a Roadside America movie and told how, as boys in 1903, he and his brother climbed Mount Penn near Reading.
We discussed it with one another, and I says to my brother, wouldn't it be swell to make little miniatures from this point? Wouldn't anybody get a strong inspiration from this point as the city of Reading lays at your feet down in the valley?
His tiny world is now owned and operated by his daughter, Alberta Bernicker.
When I was growing up and very small, and I'd help my father do painting, more or less the painting he'd let me do. And then I used to say to my daddy, will this house be mine? Never really, someday it would be. And it was just, I don't know, a family project always.
It began in their living room one Christmas. In 1941, Gehringer set it up at a big service station on Old Route 22. Then the Gehringers expanded the layout when they brought it here to its current location in 1953. Lawrence knew that Interstate 78 would pass close by. Since Gehringer's death in 1963, Alberta has preserved this place pretty much as he left it. There are little scenes that move that you can activate by pushing buttons around the display.
Make sure you press the buttons as you go around.
One man built this whole...
Oh, yes, Each model was made as an individual piece of art.
In one corner, there's an all-American neighborhood from the 1940s called Fairfield. The movie house here is still playing Boys Town. There's an older village called Sleepy Hollow at the opposite corner. Here there's even a model of Lawrence Gehringer's father's harness shop, the building that Lawrence was born in. All the various places are tied together by 6 O-gauge trains and 4 trolleys. There are several scenes that depict some of the history of traveling on our roads. There's a covered bridge with an old toll pike across at one end. There's a stylish old gas station, modeled after a real one on Route 61 outside Reading. There's even a little highway scene, and a convenient, cheap place to stay when you're on the road or madly in love. Gehringer wired this whole place himself, but said a 12-year-old girl could run the control panel.
There's the little girl operating Roadside America. She's the niece of the Gehringer family. Well, what's going on in now? Everybody feels happy at Roadside America. Come in, you'll have the same spirit when you leave here.
Gehringer's vision and spirit are preserved here, and it's a somewhat magical treat. Every half hour or so, the night pageant lets you see what this place looks like at night. And it's hard to see everything here in one visit. And you know, Gehringer called this Roadside America, but it really looks a lot like Roadside Pennsylvania.
I would say so, because you don't see no palm trees in here. So it's got to be basically Pennsylvania.
Well, we looked all over the map, and there is no town named basically Pennsylvania. But when you're traveling anywhere,